Hi, my name's Ed Jagger from Brewster by Architects. I stood outside Eastbrook Hall in Little Germany, one of the finest buildings in the Little Germany conservation area. Been working on this project for almost 2 years now. Let's go and have a look round. This was one of the finest, well, it still is one of the finest buildings in this area. A group of lots of listed buildings. When it was built, it was called the Cathedral of the North, the Methodists. One of the fantastic building. Great big dome behind me. What we're standing in now is probably one of the oldest bits of the building, or what was the building. It was originally, I think, a chapel on this site, and it was extended in about 1904 to take in the big hall big hall that was behind us over there, and the front block at Leeds Road. What we've done is kept the facades that formed part of the exterior of the old building. So it's such a special building. We didn't want to knock it all down, but due to the sort of dereliction and the major fire it's had over its sort of 20-year derelict stage, and it just wasn't possible to keep them. There wasn't anything left to keep. So what we've done is try to create a sort of courtyard element behind the retained listed facades, and it's fairly unique in being able to do this. That there's not many buildings around here that have any of the dual aspect over both the old and the new. We've got the old views out onto Chapel Street and over Leeds Road, and we've got the new views into this new central courtyard. As you can see behind me, you can see right down to the Leeds Road end of the building. This has happened because the front facade became fairly unstable during the building works and had to be taken down. Luckily at that time we'd already taken a cupola off the top, so it wasn't as difficult as it could have been. So we took the front facade down piece by piece, stone by stone. It was all numbered, it was all photographed, it was all carefully done. And it's in storage at the minute, so we're almost at a stage now when the front frame's gone up that we can start putting that back together. It'll be a bit of a jigsaw puzzle, but I'm sure they'll know where everything goes. And then when that's done, the structure will be there on the top to put the cupola back on, which is probably the most recognisable feature of the old hall. It's a copper roof, and the finial on top makes it stand out. As you can see behind me, so we're still fairly early on with the structural works right at the far end due to the problems we had with the stability of the building. But at this top end where we're stood at the minute, we've got show apartments open, and some of the apartments are very, very near completion. So pretty much we've got a whole range of site works going on at the minute. We've got the finishing works, painting and decorating and tiling at this top end, and we've got just putting up party walls and bits and pieces like that down at the bottom. So there's a whole range of the construction activity taking place at the minute. Down here in the car park, fairly unique in a building such as this to have so many car parking spaces. All the top storey flats have their own balconies, best views in the whole development. And we're now in the central courtyard, which will be one of the quieter areas away from the hustle and bustle of Leeds Road. There we are in the show flat. Walk into the hallway, we've got our house bathroom on our left, master bedroom en suite behind, and second bedroom next to it, all good sizes. Moving on through, we've got the living space with the kitchen. Again, very good size, suit young professional people. So, great place to live, and a great use of space in an old building.